ahead, Mr. Syrup with the dirty Sprite. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Little mama trying to cut, I'ma beat it right. Do it all night, I could do it all night. You trying to get your money, get your hustle right. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Please no talk, no junk, you might die tonight. Daddy told me better go out there and get it. Have a plan, if a man don't work, that nigga finish. Waste your time on the block, smoking swishes with my niggas. If you tryna clock some figures, better focus on your business. Hit that block, run the checkup, better do it in the quickness. Before the fair's raised and you asking God forgiveness, we can party all night. Homie, please pass the Guinness. Tryna bag me some chickens. I'm a rapper up for Christmas and I shine so bright. Watch these haters catch the signals, living life like a boss player. Haters taking pictures, and I tell you, watch these hoes. It's a motto, not a scripture. If you talking on them phones, best believe they come and get you. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Go ahead, Mr. Syrup with the dirty Sprite. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Little mama trying to cut, I'ma beat it right. Do it all night, I could do it all night. You trying to get your money, get your hustle right. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Please no talk, no junk, you might die tonight. I learned about my lesson quite early. I was trying to catch some plays, but they say I was too early. Just smoking on a bubba, and my homie call it Shirley. Well, I'm heaven on earth, and the pastor say I'm worthy. A nigga from the trenches, and my teeth white and pearly. I was moving through that ghetto in that all-black Chevy. My homie leaning out the window, screaming, fuck 11. All this shit I done been through, hope I go to heaven. I done took so many losses, boy, I learned my lesson. Next that time for stepping, use my mind as a weapon. If raw ways start to beckon, watch these niggas stressing. I'ma clean up the streets, that's first round possession. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Go ahead, Mr. Syrup with the dirty Sprite. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Little mama trying to cut, I'ma beat it right. Do it all night, I could do it all night. You trying to get your money, get your hustle right. Do it all night, I could do it all night. Please no talk.
Yo, we're back, guys. We are back. Like always,
let's go.
Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Fresh Start Monday. King Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
Man, taking it one day at a time. We back at it like we never left.
Yeah, man, feeling good, feeling great. Had a really great weekend. You know, now we're going to start off like we always do. Let's start it off fresh. So let's go, let's get it.
Shout out to Evelyn Perez, the first one. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for being here. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Guys, you already know it's so very important. Make sure you cop the Chaos Culture Radio gear. It's pinned on the link is pinned on top of the chat, and also it's in the description below. So make sure you guys go ahead and comment. If you're watching us through the mobile device, you will see a small little t-shirt. Go ahead and cop that. Go ahead and click on it and lead you guys right over to the merch so you guys can rock with us each and every time we go live. Thank you guys so very much for always supporting the platform. You guys don't understand, it means greatly a lot to us. Also, guys, make sure y'all become members today, because pretty soon we will be doing members only content. Over the weekend I went to go see Lamar Lawrence. Was really dope. But however, I wanted to put it online because you couldn't record the comedy show. That's the only problem when it came to the aspect of that. But seeing Martin live was really dope. But we got other upcoming events, especially this week. So y'all be able to look out for that one. So if you're not members only, y'all will not be able to pretty much become members today. And like always, guys, make sure another way to support the platform, hitting the like button, the share button, and also that notification bell on the right hand side, so you never miss it when we go live. And also, we got the super chat and also the cash app as well. But we got a lot of things to talk about, especially when it comes to aspect of sports. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of sports news, big dog?
Let's get into it. Let's get into the NFL. Got some breaking news from this morning when it comes to some Seattle Seahawks. So they just signed their best receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba, into a 4-year, $168.6 million type of contract. I believe 40 the contract of pure guarantee. So the deal averaged between $42.15 million per year, and includes over 120 million dollar guarantee. He had a great season last year. He's set his single season record when it comes to touchdowns, receiving yards, and also receptions, and also winning them the Super Bowl as well. So big news coming out of Seattle, of Jackson Smith-Njigba, and he is the highest paid receiver in the NFL with this contract. So with that being said, fellas, what do you guys take on Jackson Smith and JSN being the highest, getting paid the highest pays in the NFL?
Well deserved. I'm not gonna lie. He normally averaged about 100 yards per game, and now that he had from last year, added like 10 touchdowns overall, and you can see the numbers speak for himself. It's well deserved. There's no debate on his hand. I'm being honest. I think he's one of the best wide receivers coming out in this game in this generation. So shout out to him. To me, I'll put him as my first, and second, I'll put Jefferson as my second. But he overall performed extremely well. That's why they won Super Bowl. I'm being honest. He was just unstoppable.
So this just goes to say that we get a lot of these players who complain about their contracts and stuff when you have to meet metrics to get the way you want and get to the payout that he's getting. He had a phenomenal year. And, you know what I mean? Ron has already said the stats, and it's only going to be another phenomenal year when they see him play. But the point is 120 guarantee. The stats has proven to it. And, you know what I mean? That well deserved. You do the work, you get paid. I land right there.
Yes, and absolutely. And last year, how he was playing, his play was insane. Like I said, at that season, he's the best receiver of that season from last year. And him, going to the playoffs, winning the Super Bowl, and showing consistency every single game that he puts it towards the field, he is well worth the contract. So I'm glad that Seattle, they extended one of the best receivers in the game when it comes to JSN. So I know he's going to be a consistent receiver, and he's going to be, and then these next 4 years he's going to be playing like one of the top receivers in the game today. Yeah, so congratulations to him. Well deserved. Had a fantastic season, and hopefully next year we have a big season as well.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Fresh Start Monday. And like I said, guys, the best way to support the platform is by copying the KL Culture Radio gear. Link is pinned on top of the chat, and you watch it through the mobile device, you'll see a small little t-shirt. Click on it, it'll lead you guys right over to the merch. And also, guys, make sure y'all become members today, because we're going to be doing pretty soon members-only content, especially we have an event coming on this week that I will be attending, and you guys do not want to miss behind the scenes. So make sure y'all become members today. And also the best way to support the platform, you guys already know, the Cash App, Super Chat. Go ahead, support. And another way to support the platform, hitting the like button, the share button, and also the notification bell, so you never miss it when we go live. Moving on to money. Money makes the world go round. Money makes our pockets fat. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of financial news, big dog?
Yep, let's get into it. So David Ramsey, he had a discussion about how, when it comes to the real estate market, how, corporate America really screw up Generation Z's when it comes to this generation, when it comes to real estate and also buying homes. And so he really, getting the details of, what's happened to America, the Generation Z's, and also when it comes to real estate and how it's affecting when it comes to young adults trying to buy a home. So we do have a clip of it, so go ahead and play the clip, and after that, we chop it up.
Shout out to White Highlights in the building. Say, when healthy Detroit Lions have the best wide receiver running back combo. They do. Detroit Lions do have one.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
They do. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's no cap. That's actually a fact.
Rebuilding the American housing dream isn't just about government and central bank policies. It's about young Americans regaining control of their money. Joining me now, personal finance expert and host of The Ramsey Show, Dave Ramsey. Dave, it's great to have you here. There's so much to talk about here. Let's start with these first-time home buyers. Back in 1990, they were 30 years old. In 2025, the average age of a first-time home buyer is 40 years old. What do you say to that group that is struggling to get together with that down payment?
Well, I'm afraid I have to tell you the truth, and that is that corporate America has screwed you. Car debt is at an all-time high. The car companies have now got you signing up for $1,200 car payments. Student loan debt is at an all-time high. And this is Gen Z and millennials. And of course, credit card debt, thank you to the big banks, is at an all-time high. When you're drowning in personal debt, you can't afford to buy a freaking house. And that's what's happened. We've had these big companies, the car companies, the banks, and the Congress with the student loan debt screwing these two generations at a record like never before. And so what we're finding is we're finding lots of Gen Zers, lots of millennials able to buy a home when they fight through and sell the stupid car and get rid of these debts.
Do you think that that's why they're maybe not going out there and buying those first-time homes? They're looking to other investments?
Well, they're not looking at other investments. They're broke. Their disposable income has been eaten up by those three categories I was talking about. Again, car debt is out of control. Our message to Gen Z and to millennials, and we help them every day, we love them, we work with them, and we think they're awesome, is clear this debt, get rid of the stupidity, and chop up the cards, and work your way through it. An old-fashioned Dave Ramsey message, but once you do that, you can get there. Now, one of the other things that's pushed the age from 30 to 40 is we're still recovering from this huge spike in house prices following COVID. We had the most unrealistic real estate market in 100 years following COVID. People came out of their homes after being sheltered in place like a Baptist looking for a casserole. They bought houses like crazy. And look at the curve on house prices across America during that period of time. And it didn't slow down because now we've got a shortage of inventory, and supply demand has not allowed those prices to come back down. And so we're seeing these spikes in prices, and that's also pushed this age out and the affordability gap there. But the idea that somehow America is broken or the housing market is completely broken is just not true.
There's this myth about the 20% down payment. Most people, when they go out and buy a home, they do not put down 20%. If you were to put down 20%, it would take you 7 years if you're the average American household. Do you think that rule, that myth, needs to be thrown out the window?
Yes, it does. It has always been a myth for first-time home buyers. Very few first-time home buyers in history have put down 20%. Most of them have done an FHA loan, which is around a 3% down payment. That's why FHA was created, was to open up that marketplace, and it did very well. You can get a Fannie Mae, a conventional loan, with as little as 5% down, and that's all fine. If you can put down 20%, you avoid PMI. Private mortgage insurance, which is about $75 a month per 100,000 borrowed. So it's a lot that you get to pay if you don't put down that much. But very few times do people in their 20s all walk, 26-year-old, 24-year-old walked up, bought their first home with 20% down. That doesn't happen that often.
Dave?
Yep, so there you have it. That was David Ramsey explaining about how corporate America really screwed the generation of Zs and also some millennials. So with that being said, fellas, what you guys take on how David Ramsey explained the Gen Zs and the millennials when it comes to real estate?
So a lot of us see this coming right after COVID, but also want to explain to people how the economy works. Things don't go down; they just go up. You know what I mean?
Here's the whole aspect when it comes to aspect of the raw truth. The raw truth is they do not want us to buy a home because they know if people end up buying a home, a lot of people will be walking around wealthy. The number way is to gain wealth is by purchasing a home. Guys can actually do research on that. When you purchase a home, you pretty much build generational wealth because of the home itself generates equity, generates value over a certain period of time, especially on the area that you purchase the home in, especially if you live in a metropolitan area like the city, you will pretty much gain a lot of wealth. Dave Ramsey is speaking. He's one of my gurus. I'm not gonna lie when it comes to this financial game. One of the gurus who I actually do listen to. They want us to suffer. They want us to not be able to purchase a home because of the whole aspect of the value of purchase a home. So they're raising up all these consumer debts that put us in a hole. By the time we ready to purchase a home, it's pretty much too late. We'll be in our 50s. So the best
Yeah,
thing is to do is, I'm not gonna lie, because we are all millenniums, and some of us that watch the podcast are Gen Z. You just gotta hustle. You gotta hustle, man. You gotta hustle. Go
yeah,
ahead, and you want to finish your thought. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. So after COVID, prices was already going up. A lot of people was buying houses sight unseen, jacking up the housing prices. Secondly, this is something he didn't mention, which I wish he did. There's three companies that bought up most of the single family homes in the United States. BlackRock and two other companies, which they started buying and started renting them out. So now let's not also forget a lot of people was buying up houses to do Airbnb. So it was a combination of a lot of things. This is why there's no inventory right now. The prices are not going to go down. It's only going to go up and inflate it until we hit another market that crash. So what's going to have to happen is you either make more money or have unique ways to purchase property. And one thing that I've been doing research, what I've been watching people to do now is some might have to buy land, get single wide trailer homes, move to cities where it's inexpensive, or you buy new construction homes with the land. And some of those are kind of very cheap, which falls into the 250 and 300 range. But they're in places a lot of people do not want to move in. So as far as like the major cities, those prices are going to stay up. I'll land right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like how Dave Rez really discussed how really the spike level between 2020 also coming 2025 is something kind of we haven't seen before because usually we see things go up, it goes up in a steady pace. But now we're seeing when it comes to the car loans and also the really housing market really spiked up. Really took a spike these last couple of years. It's not enough for Gen Zs and millennials really not to afford a house by the time they get 30. And that's why I said people. That's why I said now it's an average of 40 and everything. And it just shows to you, speaks, me, my wife, we're trying to find a home and everything. It is kind of looking like, till we get to our 40s where we can really probably make a stamp and try to get a home and everything. And also, I want today, Wesley, talk about the car loans aspect. That it's really how crazy how car loans really spiked up, or people to try and get a lease, and they might paying up to $600 to $1,000 when it comes to a lease. Let alone you got to pay insurance and everything. So it's looking like for most people, the average people, if you got to buy a car, an old used car, and kind of use that up, and to try to avoid a car loan, and also a lease and everything, they can help you save money. So if you do want to buy a home, you can go do that and everything. So it's just more of how us as millennials and Gen Zs, we just got to adjust as best ways as possible to order we can get when it comes to homes. And it looks like it goes to 40. And after that, you know, it's just really the adjustment of, we have to wait till 40. It's not like our parents, we buy our grandparents, we got to wait till 20 and 30s we get a home. For us as millennials and Gen Z, we just got to adjust to get the stuff that we need.
Well said. That was saying they don't want us to win, but we got to figure out how to win. Why? How I was just saying, Hakeem, I told you 2 years ago to purchase that BMW on that. No, you can still.
Nah,
No, because I was talking to someone about this. I was talking to my girlfriend about this too. Like, people now ain't buying new cars. I was like, why
nope.
are they buying used cars? So the company knows that, so they're gonna bring the used cars more money. That's what they're doing. Cause nobody's buying
Right.
Yep.
new cars.
Right. Like for
Exactly.
me, I'm lucky because I have grandparents that work at a plant, and when it comes to TM, and I got able to get some type of discount, so I could have my lease kind of lower than usual and everything. And I hope people that have benefits of that. If somebody works in GM or for anything like that, when it comes to a family member and everything, they do kind of have the luxury of putting like some type of discount in order to get like when it comes to a car loan payment, that's might be lower than average, and also car leases might be lower than average as well.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kid, Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Fresh Start Monday. And best way to become a full member of Chaos Culture Radio, make sure y'all become members today, because pretty soon we'll be doing members-only content. Y'all will be able to see behind the scenes when we go out to certain events. So become members today. And also, if you want to call up the Chaos Culture Radio Gift, link is pinned on top of the chat, and you watch us through the mobile device. You'll see a small little t-shirt, click on it, and we'll lead you guys right over to the merch. And also, guys, another way to support the platform, Super Chat, Cash App, is greatly appreciated. Moving along to hip-hop. Hip-hop. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of hip-hop news, big dog?
Let's get to it. Let's talk about J. Cole finally talked to Cameron on his podcast. It is what it is. So we had talked about before that Cameron had put a lawsuit against J. Cole, and J. Cole finally came to the podcast. Everybody had the pleasure, to discuss about, addressing the lawsuit issue that Cameron did to J. Cole. So I do have two clips. Ronnie played the first clip right above the link, and then play this clip, and after that, we chop it up.
Stylist neither. When she's fixing somebody's collar, I don't know what may happen next time she. What's up, man?
I'm just saying, like, a lawsuit, bro.
Lawyers?
It wasn't like that.
I'm just saying, bro. You got niggas like.
When you first seen the lawsuit, what was your emotion when you see it?
Yo, I was like hurt, almost disappointed, like, cause I got so much respect for you, you know what I mean? And I look at you like I know you are as a stand-up person. When the lawsuit come out, I'm like, come on, Cam. Right. And only because it was like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, right, you really could have hit me. Like, although it was taking a long time, I don't give a fuck if you would have called me and been like, yo, nigga, what the like you could have screamed on me, we could have argued, boom, boom. I would have preferred that than the other way, because I was just like, damn, Cam, like it never got to that point where you couldn't like holler at me or whatever. Right. So my first thing was disappointment, and my first thought was like, fuck it then, like this nigga ain't even know I was still gonna come to his show. Right. Like, my first gut reaction, like, damn, and it's like misinformation, the lawsuit itself. And, the internet running with it. People hit me like, yo, what's going on with the Cam shit? Boom, boom. So, like, my ego reaction is like,
let's get the elephant out the room. So, when you first seen the lawsuit.
All right. Quietly, I'm like, man, fuck this nigga, boom, boom. Right. But quickly, I'm like, but nah, like, I get it, though. Let me put myself in his shoes. Like, yo, the nigga feel like he was getting a runaround. Right. You know what I mean? He don't know you for real. And Cam is probably like, I seen this movie before. Right. You don't fuck with me. You don't want to do the favor. You trying to drag me out until I don't want to do it no more. Right. All right, nigga, bet. And I got one in the chamber. Right. I never signed that paperwork for that fucking, for that verse. So here you go. Boom. Just to like hit me in the rib. You know what I mean? And it's like, I still said in my mind, I was like, yo, I'm going to still go see Cam.
And which it was never going to go nowhere. But for me, it was more like, I need to get this nigga attention.
All right.
So you have it. They finally discussed the lawsuit situation. So that being said, after they addressed it, he felt Cameron was still right to do what he did by filing a lawsuit against J. Cole.
Yeah, he did the correct thing. Because let's be honest, most of these artists.
Who did the correct thing for the audience? Who did the correct thing? Cam?
No, Cam. Cam did the correct thing. Because here's the thing. Cam was calling him and he was never getting back. And he was just running him around. So this got his attention. We all get it. Everybody's in their own worlds and got their own life. They got kids and he's doing 100 million things. But a favor is a favor. And a lot of artists promise things and never really deliver. So him doing this, Cam even said it, this wasn't going to go nowhere. And it forced him to come on the show. And watch this. After this, you're going to hear a song with him and J. Cole. So his plan worked. And then this will probably wake him up to say, hey, let me start answering the calls of the people who I promised stuff to. You know what I mean? So I thought this was good.
And I always tell people, word is bond. If you give me your word, I expect you to own true to your word. So with someone like J. Cole, you should understand that, especially when you're dealing with the music game and when you're dealing with business. I don't understand why these guys make it seem like it's so hard to honor your word. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. Especially as a man, because you know you have
Ego.
it is ego. Because you have people in this generation that's trying to look up to you as men, and they seeing that you're not honoring your words, and they be like, "Hey, F, I'm not gonna honor my words too." And I don't know why people make it seem like it's so hard to pick up the phone. Yes, everybody's busy, but you got that 2 minutes, 3 minutes to pick up that phone call. Come on, nobody's that much busy to not pick up a phone call. That gets on my last nerve when that happens. I'll be like, yo, just pick up the phone. Only for like 2 to 3 minutes. Then you go about your business, especially when you're dealing with business and money. Those are the two things that I do not mess with. That's why my phone is always open when it comes to aspect of that. And family members. So I'm glad that this got J. Cole's attention now. He know not to mess with anybody like that ever again.
Yeah, and I also agree with what Cam was doing too. To me, it's kind of using it as scare tactic in a way, but you know that once you put out the lawsuit, you're not going to take it to the full extent. You just you're trying to use it kind of scare tactic so you could get that attention, and now they can talk about it, what they are now, and now it gets addressed, and you can throw it away and everything. So to me, it's a very smart business move to do stuff like that, not just for music. I think anything, to get people's attention, like kind of keep people's attention when it comes to lawsuit and everything. So I think that's a business tactic that I would like to use when it comes to some stuff that you like that. Like other things other than music and everything. But yeah, I think Cam's part, very smart move, and now they're talking, discuss it, now they end it, and I do agree with Hakeem. Sooner or later they're gonna make a song with each other.
Yep.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click on because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Fresh Start Monday. Moving on to tech. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of tech news, big dog?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about drone technology. So we're in 2026 and we're starting to see more and more drones. And now when it comes to the drones in the military, we're seeing more and more drones dominating more than tanks and also fighter jets. So we do have a clip again on the spotlight when it comes to drones. So go ahead and play the clip, and after that, we jump it up.
On today's battlefields, tanks and fighter jets are no longer dominating. Increasingly, it's drones. These images released by Ukrainian state television show unmanned aircraft striking an airfield of empty planes linked to Russian forces. The strikes are precise, without putting a single pilot or soldier in harm's way. At the recent Singapore Air Show, Asia's most influential aerospace and defense exhibition, these unmanned vehicles were front and center. AI is fully controlling the latest drones instead of a remote human operator. The technology is embedded inside machines like Shield AI's VBAT, which is used for surveillance in places like Ukraine. That means they can even operate when GPS and communications are disrupted or jammed.
So our products include software and hardware. Our hardware products are unmanned aircraft. The software, again, it enables you to build an AI pilot. An AI pilot is essentially self-driving technology for unmanned systems.
That means even traditional fighter jets can be flown without a human pilot, essentially self-driving warplanes.
In 2023, we did the first ever AI piloted F-16 versus human piloted F-16 flights. That over the next 5 years, you will see near every serious military in the world make a statement that they are building towards a 1 million drone army, a 5 million drone army, a 10 million drone army. You need AI pilots that enable a single person to command thousands, hundreds of thousands of drones.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, we are seeing drones moving up, and we're just going to see more drones used when it comes to the military. So, with that being said, fellas, we guys take on, drone technology drone technology, really taking over when it comes to the military.
Good news, Akeem and Jordan. We don't have to go to the military no more.
No, we don't. But
AI is going to take it over. I told people it's going to be a cyber war. It's not going to be a physical war no more. Go ahead.
Everybody think of Terminator. Think of Terminator. We heading into that point, and mind you, whoever's been following the war in Russia and Iran, most of the casualties in attacks has been with drones. Ukraine has led in drone technologies and fighting them, and plus, Iran uses the Shahed 143, which has been low cost drones that has a motorcycle that has a small engine power that can fly for over 1,000 kilometers, and it's doing heavy damage. So drones are going to be the new wave, the new business, and it's crazy. But I'm gonna be honest with you, fellas. I'm a little bit scary because machines are machines, and AI can mistakenly hit the wrong target. And this is what happened. What happened in Iran when that school of girls who got hit with the Tomahawk missile.
But you think everything is a mistake? I don't think everything is a mistake. I think everything is pretty much planned out, especially when it comes to aspect of these drones. Drones already. I always told somebody. Me and my brother, we always have discussion about this all the time. Drones and all these technology always been here. It's just being discovered to the public now.
Mm.
The military already had these type of capabilities. This is nothing
Yeah.
new. And especially now, because they know this type of generation is not trying to go in the military. Everybody's against the war. So they go like, okay, cool. We just going to create drones and then create AIs, and they're going to be doing all the fighting in the war for us. So people that's in the military now, it's pretty much going to be without a job. So Hakeem, more and Jordan, more jobs is going to be lost because now nobody want to be in the military. And, sometimes military do offer jobs to when it comes to aspect of nursing and also engineer. So
That is true.
a lot of them are going to have to do a lot of tech work like Hakeem always speak about. That's where we headed
Yep. Tell me about it.
Yeah, but I was going to add this. I think it's going to add more AI technology when it comes to jobs, when it comes to the military, when it comes to Air Force, and also the Navy as well, when it comes to them using that. So I can definitely see a big jump when it comes to jobs in the military, when it comes to AI, tech and drones and everything. So it might be, when it comes to infantry, that's going to probably be the lowest, but we'll see how when it comes to AI technology jobs in the military with the drones and everything. But yeah, man, we're seeing drones, not just in the military, but when it comes to cleaning skyscrapers, they use drones for that. And the older we get, the more drones we're gonna be seeing when it comes to the things we're gonna over the next 3 or 4 years that they will start using drones to deliver our food and everything, also our packages a little bit more, if that works when it comes to the US Post Office, FedEx, and also Amazon. So yeah, man, just the older we get, the more drones we're gonna see here in the world.
No, but Jordan, if you ever have time, go see a video from Shanghai and China. You have drone delivering coffee to people in the next building. It is so cool. And I can't wait till that comes out here, but that is so cool.
Me too.
And also in China, I think it's in Shanghai that firefighters are using drones to help take their fires and everything.
Yep. That is also true in Shanghai. So that's one of the places I do want to do. Boy, people don't understand. I do want to go there. If Chaos Culture Radio, trust me, that's going to be behind the scenes. So that's why you guys got to be members only today, because y'all will be able to see that if we ever in Shanghai. Because trust me, or Japan, stuff like that. That well, tech is pretty much all over the place. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to Lower Price Sport Team that's in the building. He said, hey, guys, is this where gaming is so big? Are they going to be hiring the top gamers? Good question, Lord Sprite Protein. I'm not going to lie. I think they may, because things are now going to the tech world. They're going to pay attention to a lot of these gamers, especially with the online. Go ahead, Hakeem and Jordan. I know y'all want to answer that question as well.
No, he is telling the truth, because there's a tournament where people are flying drones through VR headsets, because the military does that. So they are going to be looking for gamers who knows how to pilot these things. So it is the next coming of the future.
Also, shout out to Pac Forever. Shout out to you, a new subscriber. He say Stephen Hawking's famous saying the rise of power of AI is the best or the worst thing that could happen to humanity? Hakeem and Jordan, I don't know you guys want to comment on.
I believe that he's telling the truth because
Yeah,
I don't know what did we covered this where a man mistakenly got arrested with AI. You remember we covered that, yeah?
yeah,
So there's always going to be these negative and positives with these things.
yeah. But I hope it's more of the positive side that it will be the best for humanity instead of being the worst of humanity.
Man, I don't know. That's a tough one because Hakeem, I'm with Hakeem. I'm with you guys too because y'all always talk about AI is to help humanity, but can it hurt humanity? That's a big problem. I don't know. I think it's a tough one because with the AI now they find cures for diabetes, they find cure for weight loss, they find cure for health disease, for heart disease, and also they find cures for a lot of things with AI. So I think it's helping humanity, but would it hurt humanity? It depends on the who have the power over it. That will probably hurt humanity.
Yep. What's up, Lord Spike Protein?
Is in the building. And also shout out to Pat Forever, also a new subscriber, is also in the building as well. Main topic on today's show, Jordan, another plane crash over there in New York City. Go ahead, Jordan. What's going on with that?
Yeah, man. So this news came in broke y'all yesterday when it comes to Air Canada airplane was collided with a fire and rescue truck, collided with the truck at LaGuardia Airport, and so far two of the pilots has been confirmed deceased, and dozens of people were injured in this plane, Air Canada. So we do have a clip coming out of New York and LaGuardia Airport. So go ahead and play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
11:40 last night, Air Canada flight 8646, operated by Jazz, collided with the Port Authority aircraft rescue and firefighting vehicle on runway 4. The plane carried 72 passengers and 4 crew. The ARFF vehicle carried 2 officers. In accordance with our emergency plan, our mutual aid partners, FDNY and NYPD, immediately responded. Initial numbers indicate that 41 passengers and crew were transported to the hospital, as well as the ARF officers. At this time, we understand that 32 have been released, but there are also serious injuries. Sadly, the 2 pilots are confirmed deceased, and notifications are being made by Air Canada's care team at this time. At approximately 11:40 last night, was responding to another aircraft operated by United that had reported an issue with odor. The vehicle was responding to another aircraft operated by United that had reported an issue with odor.
Yeah, man. Yeah, terrible tragedy. What happened with a plane and a truck collided with each other. So, with that being said, fellas, what you guys take on this story?
Now with the airport dealing with the TSA situation, and now they're dealing with the plane situation once again. What is going on within America? I don't know. It seems like it's chaos all over the place. And this is why I love the whole aspect of Chaos Culture Radio thing, because it's always chaos in the midst of a storm. So what's happening right now in the airport, we already been talking about this for years now. The whole aspect of the airports pretty much are not getting the right protocol when it comes to aspect of these planes. They need another thorough of how many checks they need in the plane to make sure everything's running so everybody can come out safely. But unfortunately, these 2 pilots that are deceased because of this incident is extremely, extremely sad. And it's like, man, especially with somewhere like New York, which is a very busy airport, LaGuardia, not good at all. Not good at all.
So this is where we need AI. We need AI because human error is the biggest issue when it comes to most accidents. Somebody not paying attention, somebody bent over, somebody looking on their phone, or somebody overestimating their stop power. This is the thing, what it is. So this is the part where I says that technology has to take over because so many lives is being lost and it's only getting worse. And I want to go back to what Lord Spike Protein says. Are we hiring the right people? Are we screening right people to get hired? Are we just letting people pass in due to DEI and all that stuff, and then people who's not supposed to be there? Like, because I've never seen this many accidents in my whole life. You know what I mean? The biggest one I remember was Pan Am, and I was a kid when that happened. So it's just like, you see, even Pat Forever said, hard to argue that point. Human. So this where we definitely need to an intervention because it's getting worse now. I'll land there.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you when it comes to who hiring and everything because I want to tell y'all this. Spirit Airlines, they need to learn from Spirit because Spirit Airlines, ever since they've been operating in 1983, has never recorded a fatal passenger incident or a total haul loss. And that's Spirit Airlines. Everybody else, every other airlines have but Spirit. But going back to this, man, it's very, very tragic. To the two pilots who lost their lives, to their family, and also the people that got injured and everything. Usually, Air Canada, they'll still some type of settlement. It'll probably be, I don't know if it was Delta last time, but they collided back in Canada. They sent like $100 little settlement. To me, I would get a lawyer and really, really sue Air Canada as much as they can. And for all the two people that lost their lives and the people when it comes to the pain and suffering and injuries they had in this airlines as well. So the people, um, um, people that got injured, please sue as much as you can because this situation never happened. And I do agree with Hakeem, like, it should be now we should see more AI kind of take concerns because or learn from Spirit because, a lot of people seeing the stuff who never been on a plane and see stuff like this. They probably don't want to fly and everything. So, but we have to do a better job when it comes to plane crashes, also collisions when it comes to in these airports.
Pat Forever said, I think the NTSB was found that the tower was insignificant staff. One control was working two position combat, ground and local control, which dealt with emergency on the ground control. I didn't even know that. Guys, why also come to why is it guys? American Express carry flight insurance just increase in case plane goes down. I didn't even know that American Express do that. Wow, American Express is all over the place. Man. Or is it true that to listen to the tape on one control voice coming from Pat, he said clearly the plane to land cooperating with emergency personnel working aircraft on the ground. He was overwhelmed whether he knew it or not. So Hakeem and George, you only had one person working the towers, which is not good, and he's hard to control everything, especially when it comes to aspect of these planes leaving the pretty much leaving the airport. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just a sad day we living in, man. It's just crazy, man. You guys got to be careful, man. That way you always got to live life to the fullest, man. We speak on that very, very much. And it is so tragic what we're about to do to now. Jordan, what's going on with the OnlyFans creator of OnlyFans passing away?
Yeah, man. Breaking news from this story. So OnlyFans owner Leon, okay, I'm saying his name. He passed away with his battle with cancer. Yeah, so very, very sad news. The company confirmed the news and said we are deeply saddened to announce the death of Leo. Leo passed away peacefully along with a long battle with cancer. His family has requested privacy at his own difficult times. So that being said, fellas, he was dealing with cancer. So so what do you guys take on this story?
Leo Lorensky, I think that was his name. Lorensky.
OnlyFans, yep.
OnlyFans, the creator of OnlyFans, pretty much passed away at the age of 43. Once again, life is too short. Look, a billionaire probably spent all his money to find a cure for cancer. Probably wasn't able to do so. Creator OnlyFans was pretty much help a lot of generation of women in this generation that's using OnlyFans to try to make extra cash by showing their for JJ.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some women, some people actually use it for podcasting too. When they want to do uncensored podcasts, they do
I
OnlyFans too.
heard.
They was just not only using it for their explicit content. They was also using it for stuff like that. So he made a pretty much a platform for everybody to use. And unfortunately, he passed away at a young age, 43. So guys, make sure y'all live your life to the fullest because you never know when your time may come.
Yeah, for me, man, it just shows that look the age it happened, man. 43. This is it's a similar age when Chadwick Boseman died back in 2020. I think he was 42. I don't know if they had some with cancers and everything, but it shows you that, me looking at going to my 40s, that I should, definitely do even though, doctors say you gotta wait till 40, 45, you do colonoscopy and everything. I'm very, very concerned right away because of how I see, the OnlyFans owner and also Chadwick Boseman, they died in their early 40s and everything. So it just shows me, man, you really check yourselves. Your colon, your heart, all of that. By the time you turn 35. And I think it's very, very important that, when you see stuff like this, man, get up on it, go to the doctors, really check on yourself and everything, because we're seeing some men in a young age getting cancer and they died in a young age. But rest in peace to OnlyFans CEO, and prayers go out to his families and friends.
On why came in and said women should have a moment of silence. Women should have a minute of silence, which is true. A lot of women was upset on why when they found out he was gone. Moving on to
Basically.
moving on to other trending news, because now who's running the platform? We don't know. Unless you guys right. We don't know who's running the platform. Other trending news, Jordan, what's going on with the Justin Timberlake video? Pretty much got leaked of behind the scene of the DUI arrest.
Yeah, so remember, Phyllis, last week he got arrested for DWI, and today, I believe this morning, we finally got some body cam of him being at the police station. Kind of left him in the car when he said he was white, and also him gonna be spending the night in jail. So go ahead, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
I appreciate you boys for doing your job, man.
I appreciate that you understand that we got to do
Yeah,
our
I
thing.
appreciate you boys for doing your job. I had one martini and I followed my fucking friends home, and I appreciate you boys for doing your job. You're...
Just look it over real quick before you sign.
White? I'm just kidding. just kidding, man.
So you're being held for the night, and then in the morning is the arraignment. So in the morning, usually around 9:30.
Being held all night?
It might not be this one. You might be over at the other one, and they actually have blankets for you.
You guys are wild, man.
And again, like I said, you can make a phone call if you would like. The attorney and things like that, you're allowed to call right now if you wish, or you can call later.
Yeah, at any point you want to make a phone call, let us know.
Yeah.
Right.
You are entitled to have phone calls.
So you're.
That was it.
Yes, there you have it. There you have it. A clip of when he was in the police station. So that being said, Philip, you got to take on this. We'll do the comment about the white situation.
Yeah, he made me laugh, boy. He handled it pretty well, but isn't this like his second one or something like that?
No, this is an old video. They just leaked it.
Oh, okay. Because
this is an old video that was.
They just leaked it today about what happened.
Okay, because I remember hearing about this. I was like, is this another one? But
no, it's the same. It's the same one. The one that you heard about. It's the same one. It's just this was the behind the scenes, like the body count. It got released to the internet, and people can see how very civil he is. Like he's very calm. Like he's not a quiet drunk. He's not like a crazy drunk. People thought it was gonna be crazy. You saw that people was laughing. It's Justin Timberlake. He don't even look scared. He look like, am I free to go?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hakeem.
Yeah, to me, it was more.
Hakeem ain't had nothing else to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Hakeem. I don't know. Go ahead, Hakeem.
No, I don't think he had anything else to say. Go ahead, Jordan.
Oh yeah. You see, I forgot how to turn the mic on. No, I was just laughing like, yeah, he ain't gonna have really nothing to do because they don't really want him. That's how you see they didn't rough him up or nothing. They was like, hey man, you read this and that. But what's strange to me, I wonder why he ain't asked for a lawyer and called his attorney. You don't supposed to sign anything. You know what I mean?
They asked,
So,
yeah, they did ask him several times. I think they knew he was in his right mind, so they asked him again. So I think that after a few hours, he probably waited. Then he called his attorney, and then he was out the next day.
Yeah, when it comes to this video, yeah, it was just like he was calm, with the DWI charge that he had and everything. And I think with some people that came out, they thought, they're gonna see some type of commotion or anything like that, but nothing happened like that. But that white joke, I think that's why the reason went viral because of that white joke situation when he looked onto the paper and everything. But yeah, man, it just shows you that celebrities when it comes to stuff like that, just stay civil. I do agree with Hakeem. If you do have a lawyer involved and everything, make sure you call them up before you do anything.
Whew, man, that way, guys, when you drinking, don't get behind the wheel, guys. I can't stress that enough. Do not get behind the wheel. And then Florida, they changed the law to the point that if you find drunk behind the wheel and they find out, bro, they you doing some jail time for real, for real. They're not even playing with that. So guys, just get an Uber. We got enough Uber and self-driving car to get you guys on. I don't care if you're a celebrity or not. Don't drink behind the wheel, please, or have a designated driver, please. Last topic when it comes to aspect on today's show, Jordan, this Maryland coach is under fire, but why?
Yeah, so viral moment when it comes to this Maryland head coach. Comes to the women's March Madness and everything, and the Maryland head coach Brenda Frears is she was speaking. She was having heated moment with one of her players and everything, and she was telling like how she believes in her, and how to approach a player when it comes to if they're down anything. But yeah, she went very well this weekend. So go ahead and play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
It's been, a pulse that I've been able to have with individuals and players, and we do have to at time have to have those tough conversations. You can't have them without a relationship. You've got to be able to have that. The best of the best, the elite of the elite, want to be coached hard. And at that moment, I kind of had watched Lucci struggle, for within this tournament, and she's just too gifted. So, I kind of wanted to implore just how much belief I had in her, and just kind of challenge her. I know what a winner and competitor she is, and just challenge her. Do you want the moment? And I knew it was like give it a minute, get her back in, and you saw she went out, she got a bucket, she got a steal, and never looked back. And sometimes that's where you got to know your players and the relationships that you have. And but like again, you can't have those conversations. I think
this is just a short time ago.
Coach understands I'm a competitor at heart, and I've told her this before, and I'll keep on telling her this until forever. I love to be coached hard, and that's what she does with me every single day. And really what that was a regroup moment for myself and her telling me she believed in me, because sometimes that's really all you need to hear to get back out there. It's a long game, lots of ups and downs, and I feel like after that conversation, that's when I really went back out and just did what I had to do for my team in that moment. So I'm forever appreciative of that. Coach.
So yeah, so they did play against North Carolina during that game, but unfortunately, North Carolina beat them 74-66, of them getting eliminated from the bracket. But that being said, fellas, when you guys take on, how the head coach, coach her teammate, which went viral.
Hey, this is what I call leadership at its finest. This is what you're supposed to do as head coach. You're supposed to take your players to the next level and give them that fire that you have in your eyes, and you give it to them so they'll go back out there and win. This is what I be telling people about. this is the form of leadership that we need. And not only that, some man basketball team need this type of leadership too as well, because they don't have to fight when they, especially right now when it comes to you already know March Madness, and a lot of these basketball players are not playing at their full 100% potential. You need a coach like this that's gonna take you to the next level. You need that type of coach in your job. You need that type of coach even in podcasts. We have that here on Chaos Culture Radio. We try to push each other to the next level, because that's the only way your full potential will come out. Go right ahead.
I agree with you. I think that I wish all women basketball players would play that, but women have a way of talking with each other. You can't talk to a woman aggressively or coach like how men coach, because they're going to take it offensively, and it's just a way to talk. So to see this, to say that, hey, I'm going to coach her like I'm going to coach a man and be tough on her and coach hard, and to be able to push you to greatness, and that's what it is. And sometimes you got to talk shit to get you angry enough to go out there to perform at your athletic level. And she did that. So good job on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is NCAA March Madness. So when it comes to coaching, when it comes to all the coaches, for her, she when it comes to NCAA March Madness, it's going to be intense. She was facing a very good team because of North Carolina, and even though they lost the situation, she believes in the players she was talking to, and also believing in her players in general, that in the game, that they could beat any team when it comes to March matches. But yeah, to me, the Maryland coach, it shows you that I think she's the type of person. She does coach hard when it comes to her players and really want to get the best out of their players. So yeah, I like her. So hopefully, even though they've been eliminated, maybe they'll have better up next time next year when it comes to the March Madness in the bracket.
Why I say they're trying to bring race into that issue. That's why she was under fire. That one went super viral, but to me it didn't work, because at the end of the day, the lady didn't do anything bad with her at all.
No,
literally
like race.
Yeah, they were trying to put race into it. You know how they always do it in social media. But to me, she brought that girl into her next level, and that's what coaches are supposed to do.
Basically.
And same thing, Nicole, to ask you guys. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kid, Twitch, Rumble, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Fresh Start Monday, guys. If y'all want to cop the Chaos Culture Radio merch, link is pinned on top of the chat. And if you're watching us through the mobile device, you will see a small little t-shirt. Click on it. It will lead you guys right over to the merch. And also, guys, today, become members today is very, very important, because pretty soon we're going to do members-only content. If you're not members, you will not be able to see it. Or when we do behind the scenes, when we go to a certain event, especially if we have one this week, you guys will not be able to see it unless you are members today. Like always, guys, best way to support the platform, hit that notification bell on the right hand side, and also the super chat, and also Cash App is greatly appreciated. Guys, also that's where you'll find first like Raising King, and also Black Love, that's out now. So guys, go ahead and check it out. And also his album From Broadway's Fat, that's also out now too as well, guys. That's the song we played in the beginning of the show, and also at the end of the show. So guys, like always, thank you for tuning in Chaos Culture Radio. First Start Monday. We'll be back tomorrow for Vertical Live Tuesday. We over and out. Peace.
I know they hate to see me coming. What? Told you I was coming back. I know they hate to see me coming. I'm up. I know they hate to see me coming. What's up? I was down for a minute, now I'm back up. What's up? They asking where I been at. I told them boys to back up. I was stacking paper and my girl wanna break up. The whole city's mine, and you better get your rack up. Mama told me you a king, you better grind, boy. Them demons round the corner, and you bet not lose your mind, boy. I was spending liquor, spending money on these chickens. Nightlife smoke coming straight up out the chimney. Never should've doubted me, my ops said I'm winning. Living life like a boss player on jury, steady swimming. Mouth full of gold, Florida boy from out the city. I wrote this for my dog, cause his life kinda gritty. And when he jump out, we gon' ball in the city. They hate to see it coming, they hate to see it stunning. And if it wasn't God, then I know I'll be up under. Times I was broke, man, I couldn't buy a bar, so hunger, pain, chef, and noodle soup on the stove. Told God I ain't gon' roll, told God I ain't gon' fold. I was back on the road, trying to get my pockets swole. And these goofy steady hate, and these hoes steady told. Trying to feed my family, copping cribs up the road. I know I'm God's chosen, that's how the story's told. I know they hate to see me coming. God told me stay on path and stay hustling. Do the math, turn your pain into something. I know they hate to see me coming. I know they hate to see me coming. God told me stay on path and stay hustling. Do the math, turn your pain into something. I know they hate to see me coming. What? Hang low with the bankroll and the Kango. Nigga want that Broadway first, I tell him that he can't go. Fly hoes in the hotel, wanna fuck yo. They asking who the man of the city, I say big bro. I be on my shit, so they acting like I don't know. Shine bright like the limelight with the time right. Trying to make it out the game, to say I need to act right. I'm a bag chaser, see that dollar, then it's on sight. Life may be complicated, but it's gonna be on right. Trust in yourself and you're never gonna lose sight. Who's right? Me, you the devil, so I take flight. Late night till we break night, get that cake right. Snake bites for them fake nights, cause you can't fight. Mix the soda with the Kool-Aid, then it's alright. I know they hate to see me coming. God told me stay on path and stay hustling. Do the math, turn your pain into something. I know they hate to see me coming. I know they hate to see me coming. God told me stay on path and stay hustling. Do the math, turn your pain into something. I know they hate